Hi, my name is Danny Balkoshba, and right now I would like to speak concerning a book that I've read, which is called Year of the Sword, The Assyrian Christian Genocide, A History by Joseph Jacob. And in this book, it gives a history of Assyrian Christianity and how from ancient times persecutions have happened all the way until this century now. So martyrdoms and persecutions during Persian times, Roman times, for Assyrian Christians. And it says that the book says that during the Great War, or the First World War, not the second one, Assyrian Christians, Greek Christians, and Armenian Christians were done away with in an attempt of genocide, a Holocaust, and it says that altogether nearly 1.5 million of these Christians from these different groups, Assyrian, Armenian, and Greeks, were exterminated. And some of the different methods of getting rid of the Christians by the Ottoman Empire in the First World War, the Turkish Empire, the Muslim, and that was done by either gunfire, death marches, burning, like through physical fire, flames, and starvation, and some of the methods to hurt Christians was by rape, and so that was going on, and then that happened, and then in 1926 there was more massacres by the Turkish on the Assyrians, which they had deported, and the Syriacs, and so the main groups that had done this during the First World War was Turkey, Persia, Kurds, though the Assyrians did fight back as levies underneath the British and help and through help with the Russian soldiers and the French, and with help from the Americans. So, after the Jewish Holocaust and many other people that were killed as undesirables, the United Nations was set up after the Second World War, and the UN Convention on there was a UN convention, and it had stated that all groups, whether from ancient times to the Dark Ages to the modern history, that were persecuted and eliminated, were recognized. So, Jews, Gypsies, Assyrians, Greeks, Armenians, Chaldean, Syriacs, and so Turkey had been basically indicted by by this organization, and for such things as conspiracy, genocide, and ethnocide, things like that. And then, but Turkey has denied this still, even though it has gone through several revolutions. And changes in governments, regimes. Now, in the 2000s, there are other groups such as Daesh that are persecuting the Assyrian Christians. In Iraq. And so there is a diaspora or a resettling of Assyrian Christians all over the world, even though there is a chance that they'll have a homeland, even though they've been struck out of one by different allies, so-called. And though 20 states have recognized the genocide, and that includes France, Canada, Poland, Chile, and Austria, as well as the European Parliament and the Welsh Assembly. and it highlighted the irrefutable evidence of the systematic slaughter of 1.5 million Armenians, Greeks, and Assyrians. Thank you.